Welcome to East Lansing, home of the Michigan State Spartans. These fans here know how to prepare for a game, and many have been preparing since dawn. A lot of anticipation for this game. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Spartans will kick it away to get this game going. That one sails out of the back of the end zone with the touchback. The Nittany Lions offense comes on the field first today. Here we go. You can feel the juice in this building. What a privilege, Kirk, to be part of this rivalry game.
Well, there's nothing like rivalry games. You know, no matter what you've done all year, you get your opportunity to win this game today. And
visitors. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid game.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
And then first down, right back to the running game. Fighting off.
Underestimate the mental anguish that can put on a team. It's important that this defense plays well and tries to get the ball back to their own offense to give them a chance to build their confidence up.
Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Oh, the read option here, and the quarterback keeps it. I thought he was going to get out and maybe take this downfield for big yards. The defense, very fortunate to keep him to a shorter gain.
Important third down play coming up. We'll give it to the running back. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him the third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from the defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Aller. Lets it fly to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. That's a big gain deep into enemy territory. Ball down near the 30.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Close to the tight end. He's got it right near the end zone. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Nice play-action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if a quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Looking to the end zone, and it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Now, this just goes to show you everybody makes mistakes. This quarterback is looked and viewed as one of the top quarterbacks in the entire country. But even he makes a poor decision, puts the ball into coverage, and he throws an interception here early in the game.
First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
To throw, it's Childs. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he never had a chance. Tackled in the backfield.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. He's going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Michigan State. No chance to catch him. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And they'll just take a knee. The drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. And he's got it. He's found some room at the 45. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The pass rush closing in. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Oh, my goodness. That looked to be the defensive back who came flying up there to put the pressure on the quarterback.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. To the air, it's Aller. And that one's picked off. What a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, this guy obviously matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position. And
the freshman's able to get home with it.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Takes a quick grab, and they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
A big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more third down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
The Spartans pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Carter. Tackle made after the completion.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Grab down the middle. It's Gates. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Scanning the field. It's Aller. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Ball is free in the backfield. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires it to the wide out. Caught near the goal line. And they get him down to wrap up the 1st period of play. We've got an exciting quarterback duel in the making here as we check the 1st quarter stats.
Michigan State 14, Penn State 0.
So here we go. An exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And then they bumbled it away and it set up a touchdown drive. And they bounce back from that right away. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front of the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down play coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
The offense starts with excellent field position. And the running back takes the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. The Spartans are in the red zone now. Caught quickly. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays.
And he'll get there. Touchdown, Michigan State. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Automatic in the PAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Returner decides to field it. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. On the run, it's Allen. Fighting him off. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills in summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Hey, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback every time they drop back to throw.
And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate, bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Incompletion makes it second down. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Gates. Right down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline waiting for your turn to get another chance.
Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Looking to throw. It's Childs. Short throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And right, the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
They'll run it here. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. This is the 6th play on the drive. Looking to pass here on second down. Makes the catch. It's Carter. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Quick throw caught on the left side. And they bring him down at the 5. Solid game, though, in the completion.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
They'll try to run this one in. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Sparty.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Fields it just outside the goal line. Coverage team brings down the returner. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Handoff to the single back. Using this stiff arm to gain space. After second effort, he's brought down, but is past the marker. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. And this offense trying to build in a very impressive first-half performance, trying to stretch the lead right away here in the third. Some hard running there through a tackle. They'll tackle him at the 27. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Breaking free at midfield. Both out of bounds, but it's another big game. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
They're going to run it here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Tight end goes in motion before the snap. And the single back takes the handoff. Unleashes the stiff arm. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. When this offense continues to roll, we wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
The Spartans are going to cash in here in the red zone. using his legs. It's smarter. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And that's a solid game for the defense able to bring him down.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Here's the handoff. Touchdown, Spartans. And this one is getting ugly. And momentum really building now. This one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. I mean, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
Point after, not great through. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and he can't quite hang on. Almost the fourth interception he's thrown today. He's up second down.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
And the game just good enough for a first down.
Well, let's give the tight end a lot of credit here off that deflected football. The concentration and the nice hands to go up off of that tip ball to make that catch.
That's a strong stiff arm. Bulldozing his way through. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Taking a shot here. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4. The offense now operating in the red zone. Trying to run, it's Allen. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Running play called on third and short. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. Long enough and good. So they get the 3 points, but this remains a large deficit. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Receiver in motion now. He's going to hand this off. They bring him down right at the 20. Second down after that run on the previous play. Give it to the back again. The sophomore with a strong play. Looking downfield. It's Childs. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
A tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. The quarterback making some changes at the line. There's the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
As we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. Let's see if a comeback is in store here as we start the fourth quarter. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this third down. Dropping back, it's Childs. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Deep shot, caught out of the 15. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
Chris, how about this approach by this offensive play caller? Up big, fourth quarter, and they're still taking shots downfield looking for more points. I think they're trying to rub it in here a little bit.
So that huge gain quickly sets up a first and goal just inside the 10. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense.
Touchdown, Michigan State. And the beatdown continues.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. The last possession, they settled for 3. Let's see if they can reach the end zone this time. Here comes a first down pass attempt. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Second down, we're going to throw it.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Ball handed off. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down. The Nittany Lions will have to kick it away when he comes for his second punt of the game. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid.
Michigan State Spartans will take over.
And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Trying to find some room. It's Frazier. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. And right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Second down.
A gain makes it second and medium. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Crucial third down play coming up. And the back gets the football. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. And the Spartans look to keep this drive moving.
Let's go.
Motion now from the tight end. Here comes a handoff. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Not much on that play. Brought down short. That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. Can he make it to the marker? Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big third down. Know what you need to do. Get the first down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock. And get that much closer to securing a victory.
Knocks that one right down the middle. And they add to their lead. Let's be honest, all wins are not equal. You go in there and hammer your rival and get bragging rights. That's sweet, man.
Yeah, this one is a little bit different. I mean, this is a game